Welcome to RTS Casting, and this is a special one. We have the playoff for third in the Axe Cup, which was a war selection tournament. So let's, without further ado, go straight into that game. And we have loaded in. And we have a name that I cannot pronounce, but we are going to call that the red player against Mikkel. So red versus blue, this is going to be nice, and it's quite the small little map. Let's scroll in a bit there. And we're going straight up for a bit of a worker speed. Got everything moving nicely along. We're seeing the queued houses over here for Mikkel. That's how you say it. Let's just see which civilization they are going to go for. This is a very fascinating map. You got a bit of resource. You got a bit of fish out on the side. Scouts having a look. But you don't have too much protection. So this is going to be, I would suggest, quite the open game, and it will move pretty quickly. Now the Axe Cup is one of the community tournaments that War Selection do. So if you don't know War Selection, go and check out the game. You know, you can download it for free. You can play it for free. And if you really want to, you can throw some cash at it if you want to get all the nations straight away instead of grinding for them. But, you know, it is quite the decent game that needs, I think, a little bit more attention than what it gets. Ooh, so we have a little warehouse down here. Starting to harvest a few of the deer. Getting a bit of venison in. We're seeing the same ploy here by Mikkel. Except this time it's cows. So no one's showing too much fear about pushing out or moving away from the main base. Let's just check. We see Mikkel has been able to have a good look around, and our player here still hasn't seen any of Mikkel's base. So blue's still hidden. Red is tearing on up the map and just going to have a bit of a bo peep. So this is early game. We're getting their fight pits being built. We're seeing a very similar strategy so far. These rock dudes. Yeah, I'd be doing some stretching too, actually, if I had to pick up that boulder and start going for a run across the map. We are virtually mirrored with our plans. Except I think our blue player has got the advantage early on. Oh, well, so we're going to have slingers versus the rock dudes. I know they are called warriors, but I mean, let's face it, they're running around with giant boulders. Are we going to get enough slingers out on the map quick enough? Where are they off to? Now, I believe our blue player Here they come. We're waypointed to here. Where are we going? Ooh. Slingers are out on the map. Now, I'm just intrigued here. We are running down the side, right down to the bottom. The slingers, I think, are trying to stop these rock guys from getting around the back. I think we're going to have our first major confrontation. The slingers definitely have the advantage. However, look at this. Sneaking into the back of the base. Blue is coming in at the back of red. Remembering, this is for all the marbles. This is the 3rd place in the Axe Cup. The villagers have decided to defend the town. The rock guys, they are swinging away with those boulders. But the villagers are saying, not today. Not going to happen right now. But we've also got slingers coming in for blue. We've got slingers across the map. We're seeing so many different little skirmishes happening across. So these players are just multitasking at the moment. They're having to take this strategic game across many different fronts. Looks like red has held off that initial attack. This one slinger going for the rock dude. We've got plenty of slingers out for red. So these poor guys have been cornered. They're not going to get too far. They're just going to take their last stand. Now, is red going to push back at this point in the game? And they got the scout. Nice pick off on the scout. But now we've got... Oh, they've seen the Elder House. It's been built right down the base, bottom of the map. And that could be problematic. Because now our blue player has seen that. And if you don't know War Selection, well, that is your main building. That goes down. You are out of the game. But red has enough slingers to defend anything that comes at the moment. So nothing too much to worry about yet for red. But blue is not giving up on this attack. Coming in with slingers for themselves. These houses are providing a bit of a static defense. I know you can still get around it, but that poor scout ran into a whole bunch of slingers. Our red player seems to have the advantage with numbers at the moment. Mikkel is stuck at 84, our blue player. 84 pop. Our red player is actually only at 80 and is losing a few players here and there. And here we go. We got our rock guys smashing away. This is where it's all going to happen, right here. These slingers have to come down and protect this Elder House. But way too many slingers. Our worker here This is taking a bit of a shot. Oh, there's Archer. He went with a poke in the face with the bow. But Blue is pushing forward. Blue so far has gone on the offense, and the question is that strategy going to work? We will see. Still just our boulder guys running around, being chased by the slingers. And I think now the first big push by Red is coming out onto the map, and we've got slingers galore. Question is, what defense does Blue have? One little rock dude, he was keen, but he's running home with his boulder. And here come the slingers. Is he going to make it? Oh, that's just like a swarm of bees chasing him down. I've only got a few archers at the back here. It's just way too many slingers. And the race is on. Absolutely, we are tearing back to defend. We're getting upgrades. So Red v Blue right here in the top part of the map, but the rock dudes and the pikemen. Spearmen they are, not pikemen. Look at this. They've held this attack. In fact, they are starting to push back. The boulder guys are all over this particular engagement, and I'm surprised, but we're returning back home. Still running there with that boulder. Once we get a couple of shots in. That is not how I saw that particular engagement going down. I thought that was going to be all over and we were going to have third place decided in the Axe Cup in that moment. But our blue player has not only held, but is now pushing back. And for me, that's a good play. You hold that big push. You take out a lot of units. They probably don't have too many left themselves. But now we've got upgrades. And again, in war selection, this is always critical. You might be behind, but it only takes one upgrade in technology. And this can all change. They're standing there, waiting for training. They're taking shots. But now they've turned around and that has made blue just take stock, push back just a little bit. We still have rock boulder dudes. These warriors, guys. You probably need to upgrade them, perhaps, but we'll see. I mean, they are pretty tanky. They've done quite the job already, so it is quite the close game so far. And even population-wise, we're both sitting at the same. Let's just check which technology tree we are going. So we have, is that Europe or is that Asia? But now we have the big engagement happening at the middle of the map. Oh, the spearmen. Now they just got on top numbers wise, but the spearmen's now down and both sides are retreating back. And we are going to have a standoff over this particular section of the map. Red might be going in. I think red has the numbers advantage here in this particular engagement, but being pushed back because of the Guardian Tower. And again, we've got more than one front, so we've got some archers running around the back of the map. And it's forcing red to make a quick adjustment. Building some static defenses themselves, but we're going to have units starting to drop here. Red is pulling back the forces to just clean up this little bit of a scouting party is what I'd call it. Because this was not going to win the game, but probably having a good look around as to see what red had. But yes, that has been cleaned up. And again, now the archers push back out onto the map. Let's have a look at what technology tree we are going for. So we have Europe. Now we are really starting to ramp up with production. Now, red player definitely has a numerical advantage here, and they've decided they're not going to split their forces like blue have. They're now going to chase these ones back to the town. And the race is on. But oh, did you see that sneaky few horses? Keep an eye on the left-hand side of the map to see where these horses are going. But blue is regrouping back at their town, being chased by a horde of archers. But are we gonna? Is this a ploy to bring all the units back to that base and then go in with some faster units and do some raiding? It looks like the horses actually are turning around, and they're going to come after these archers. Here we go. Did red see this coming? Have they been trapped? Oh, but the cavalry's going down. Is this the decisive battle in this game? We got spearmen having a poke at these archers. Archers at the back shooting up the hill. But we've just got too many numbers for red. It's not looking good. This could be all over right now. But no, we still got blue and still got a bit of a surround on. I think we have too many numbers here for red. We have no defense at the back here. These villagers are running. These archers are not going to attack until they're close enough, and they're going to do some serious damage. But we've got spearmen coming out. Oh, again. It's looking like red has been surrounded. There's more forces coming up for red to reinforce this particular spot. But with the village workers, static defenses. Red is trying to get out of this town now. They've realized that didn't work. And blue has held, and not only held again, pushing back down on the map. This is going backwards and forwards. This is a game worthy of a podium place. Whoever wins this stands on the podium of the Axe Cup. But right now, I just want to thank both players. What a game. Honestly thought blue was gone then. But a nice strategy. What on earth is this dude doing? He's just... Is he having a bit of a jig? Bit of a dance? Let's go. Don't know where he's... What he's headed or what he's doing. But here we go with some undefended workers. trying to hide in the long grass. They're soon cleaned up. So this is Europe versus Europe at this point in the game. And these swordsmen are looking pretty tanky. Cleaned up that bit of static defense to make sure that they got an easy run down the map, but now we're coming in with archers and horses to try and have a bit of a raiding party. Red has sort of preempted that. We have, again, the horde of archers chase blue back across the map. But we've got swordsmen coming out down this side now, so again, blue is just not clumping all the forces together, but trying themselves to spread out red's defenses. See if they can't find a spot where they can go and attack, and they've seen the Guardian Tower. They're going to stop and take it out before it gets built. Yes, they will. This is a good snipe. Good snipe. I think Red have seen the forces coming across the map, and they've decided they better get down and get ready to defend this. The chase and the race is on. Here we go. We got swordsman against swordsman. But there's a lot of archers coming in for red. Is this an all or nothing snipe? Red are giving up. They've said, well, we're going to head up as well. We won't stand down here and take this battle. These swordsmen. Oh, they've got nice houses now. They've just made it up to the next particular advancement in technology. These swordsmen are not caring about anything. They are running through it. They're obviously, one, scouting, two, just trying to see what damage they can do at this particular point. And we've got more forces for blue coming down the top. So from the north part of the map, here we go. But red, not having any of that. Just keep an eye on what these cavalry are doing. We've got blue just pouring units across the map at the moment. Oh, nice wall. Nice wall. That's protecting the main building. Say our. I mean red player. I was not in this tournament. Again, forcing red to run around and chase units all around the map. We're seeing skirmishes just up the top here as well. Oh, the swordsman decided, well, enough of those arrows poking at us. We might go in with our swords and just have a bit of a swipe. But no, the archers managed to, again, take the advantage. But we've only got horses running around. Is it enough? Is it enough? So our blue player has 100 population. Our red player has more. I would suggest red has the advantage. Red would most likely, if I was calling this now, I think we'll probably take out this game. But with war selection, it's never over until the last bit. You do not know what upgrade is going to turn the tide. We've now got Squattos out for red. He's fairly tanky. Oh, and he took out the horse. He's got hardly any health, but he's just off on a march. And I think now, despite a few archers, I don't think red's going to worry about that at all. The big run across the map is just about to go down. Will this be the decisive final push? Are we going to see third place decided right here? The first Guardian Tower. As we see at this point in the game, that Guardian Tower will not last at all. So red is grouping up the forces. Picking out any straggler buildings. I think blue is still sending forces across the map. Oh, but we got some axemen coming in. We got the defense. Bringing him back into the town center. Saying we're going to get a nice surround on you. We need some kindling for our fire, so let's get the axes out. Will this hold? Because now we have the attack. Blue's going to attack red down at the bottom of the map. But red is doing this massive push, but is blue going to hold it? I think they will. And not just hold. But gain the advantage to be able to just attack down the back end of the map. What's happening down here? Nuisance attacking. It is stopping production. But still, this Squatto Blue got the workers out. So both teams have had their economy interrupted. Blue are off to the races. What do they have left by way of? They are down. They need houses. They need economy. Just as I say that, we see houses going in. This game is not over yet, though red has definitely pushed the advantage, but they need to keep their foot on the throttle. These guys just jogging away. But is this it? Oh, running out. Coming back home. So we're going to the late Middle Ages, and we've got Eastern Europe. And we haven't started that upgrade yet for Blue. Blue needs to, though, counter at the moment all these extra forces that Red has. It's the high level overview of the mix that's going to now turn around and run in to Blue's town centre. Those nice shiny axes. Yeah, that just glimmers. The detail in this game always absolutely amazes me. I mean, it's not necessary for gameplay to have these little shiny helmets and the axes that glimmer. But man, it's really nice when you're watching a game. You get to see all the finer details that they've put in. As I say, totally unnecessary. Must be getting a bit cold. Now, Red's just holding back, obviously wanting to make one final decisive push. Moving forward now. Now again, they don't know this, but they do have an advantage. But Blue is, the longer Red holds back, the more Blue is able to keep growing. And we're not seeing any tremendously high level units here. I think, here we go. The Axemen are running back. Not going to come out and take this fight. Oh, they are. They're going to have to. They're going to start having to move forward. This is a clash of styles here. We've got the mobility of the archers, but then the strength of the axemen. Turning around, the axemen are. Well, that's not looking good. If you're Blue now, you're seeing the Strelets coming up behind. Now bringing an axe to a gunfight. I think Blue is going to make one big final last stand. Red's got the surround on. A little bit of stutter stepping here by Red, just keeping out of range of these axes. And able to stop and just take out 1, 2, 3. The axemen are going down. Got spearmen running out. I think we know this one is now over. Red is going to take third in the Axe Cup. Blue made a final stand with some axemen, which is quite poetic when you consider this particular name of the tournament. But quite the back and forth this game was. think Red just got the advantage there and then was able to move forward with technology. And leaving no doubt. They're not wanting any surprises. But now I think they are able to go for the big win. The Chambers it is. And we do have Militia Men. Here we go. Taking it down. Well done to both players. That was a very good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you did too. And look out for the playoff for first, which will be coming out very, very shortly. It is a best of 3, the playoff for first. This was just a one map, one game. Winner takes all. Red has taken the step on the podium. And thank you to Little Prince on Discord for sending me these replays. I believe they organised this tournament as well. Quite the decent concept, I suppose. But yes, thank you so much. Thank you to both players. And if you like this sort of stuff, make sure you subscribe so you get to see the playoff for first. The winner will be decided in the next video out. So thank you so much for watching. It genuinely is appreciated. Give us a like and subscribe. I'm Owen. This is RTS Casting. Until the very next one, be kind to one another.